Kia ora. Here at Wellington Zoo, our ethos is me te aki kia ora. And that means that we love our planet, we love the animals that we share the planet with, and we want everything to thrive. So at Wellington Zoo, looking after our animals in the best possible way is very important to us. We want the animals to have enriched lives, happy lives, and that their whole life every day is the best it can be.
At Wellington Zoo, we use the 5 domains when we assess animals' welfare. We look at their nutrition, their environment, their behaviour and their health, and by giving them options we can make sure they live happy lives.
As the Animal Welfare Advisor at Wellington Zoo, a big part of my job is collecting data around animal behavior and how they use their habitat spaces. This allows us to quantify aspects of animal welfare, to ensure we are following the 5 domains, and to provide the best care for our animals.
Healthy food forms the basic building blocks of healthy animals. And here at Wellington Zoo, we try and understand that integration of food and animals and how that affects them, both on a species level but also individually. We do research into their diets, into what they require for a healthy lifestyle, and then we construct these diets and analyze them. Then the keepers or the animal care team, they provide feedback into the animal's behavior, their body condition, and their overall acceptance or consumption of the food. We look at more than just meat in general or plants in general. We try to actually apply these foods for specific outcomes for our animals and for long-term welfare, not just in the short term. We do this to cater for all stages of life, whether it's for breeding or rearing or whether it's young or really old animals. We offer our animals a variety of food, and this gives them the choice to eat whatever they want, whenever they want, in a given day. A general diet will have some vegetables, some fruit, there might be some pellets in there, and the animals can choose which ones they want to eat first. And it kind of gives us a good idea of what is their favorite, and then later on when we have to do encounters or medical examinations or give them medicine, we can actually incorporate those foods with the medication or for whatever management or husbandry purpose we want to use it for, and we can get the best reaction from the animal, and it makes our jobs easier, and when our jobs are easy, it's less stressful for the animals. By bringing this all together, good food, research and sound nutritional science, this is our commitment to positive animal welfare.
Ensuring animals are in good health is an important aspect of maintaining good animal welfare, which is why health is one of the domains in the 5 domains model for animal welfare. So here at the Nest Te Kohanga, Wellington Zoo's vet hospital, our vet team works very closely with our animal care team to ensure that all the animals in the zoo are in good health. So one thing that this involves is if an animal becomes injured or unwell, that we treat those. So we can use various things in hospital to figure out what illnesses or injuries an animal has, like blood tests, physical exam, x-rays, ultrasound, endoscopy. Then we can make a treatment plan for treating that animal either here in hospital or out on their habitats. Preventative health is also important, which means taking actions that keep our animals healthy and prevent them from becoming unwell. So that might include such things as vaccinations, regular fecal screening to look for internal parasites, regular physical exams, regular blood tests, and working together with the animal nutrition team to analyse aspects of different animals' diets. Some of our animals are trained by the keepers so that we can do these things with them awake, and other procedures on other animals we might have to do with them under anaesthesia. Our keepers assess our animals every day, their physical state and their behavioural state. During any keeper talks that you see today, you'll notice also that they're assessing their animals all the time to make sure that they're healthy.
Environment is essential for an animal's health and well-being, so a great deal of planning goes into our animal habitats. The habitat must be species specific, which means that that habitat needs to be designed especially for that particular animal's needs. So a giraffe or a nyala, they require large open spaces, whereas a penguin, they need to have a water source and safe places for them to nest. A habitat needs to be dynamic in order for it to provide challenge and mental stimulation for the animals. We can feed our giraffe browse in many different spots around the paddock, which also helps them get plenty of exercise. Kea are highly intelligent animals and they require lots of choice and mental stimulation. We do things like moving their perching around their habitat regularly to keep the environment different. So a habitat must be the right size for the amount of animals that are going to live there. Keeping social animals with other individuals is very important for their well-being, but it's also important to provide animals with choice so that they can separate themselves if they should decide to. And of course, all our animals need to have access to fresh water, clean eating spaces, and good shelter from the weather. We ensure all of our animals have choice and are as happy and healthy as can be.
Behaviour is part of the 5 domains, and it's really important that our animals are able to express their natural behaviours within their environment, and we give them that opportunity here at the zoo through enrichment. Daily enrichment is really important for animals because it means they can engage with their environment, they can get a bit active and have a bit of fun as well. Enrichment is individual to every species, so it's species specific. So what might work for one animal, another animal might not be interested in. So for our lions, we'll give them some perfume, maybe some spices, and this can work for some other big cats like our tigers as well. Whereas our other animals like otters might prefer to manipulate and play with things. They like to get in there and get their paws in and have a look. So we need to know what works for our animals, and we can stimulate them in different ways. So one of the ways is through smell, so we can put perfumes around and this will encourage them to scent mark. We can bring new objects into the habitat, so this can be puzzle feeders so the animals can get in and it gets them thinking, or we could hide their diet around the habitat so they have to get out and forage for it. Sometimes you might even see some cardboard boxes, pizza boxes in there, and that's something new for the animals to come and investigate and have a look at. This all encourages the natural behaviours in the animals, and this is really important for us to see and for us to observe as well, and it means that it keeps them busy and active every day. So enrichment is awesome, not just for visitors to see the animals interacting with their environment, but it means for us as keepers that we can actually monitor our animals' behaviour and see if they are interacting with the enrichment that we've given them in the way that we'd like. So we want them to explore confidently, play, and maybe create bonds with one another. And when they're not playing, we'd like them to be calm and relaxed. And if this isn't happening, behaviour can be one of the first indicators to show us that something might be wrong with our animals, so we could then monitor this and follow it up if we needed to.
With the animal care and science team ensuring that animal welfare is met, both for specific species and individual animals, through the physical domains of nutrition, health, environment and behaviour, we can know that the overall welfare state of our animals here at the zoo and what they experience is positive.